Well, the boys have got the shades, they've got the waves, it's time to go surf yo-yos!
I found most of what I enjoyed was behind the scenes.
He's spotted at all the major events. Photographer Patrick McMullen's years of celeb snapping were celebrated in New York at a gallery exhibit where wine and Botox were flowing.
I mean, I think it's a wonderful idea. Now, I personally am not going to have a medical procedure done by somebody who's probably finished 2 kilos of white wine out of plastic glasses.
Well, the event is an art opening for Patrick McMullen and for his photographs, and it's an event to benefit Equity Fights AIDS.
Fashion as art, you know, it's not that easy to sell.
Nonetheless, McMullen managed to pull in quite a crowd that night.
The wonderful thing about Patrick is that he really knows everybody.
Anthony Hayden Guest is here. Jason Bin, the publisher of
everything.
Hey, Laurie. Erin O'Connor, the world-famous model.
We're seeing fashion from the outside. Everything is very perfect and very sculpted and meticulously put together. And what he's given us is a look behind the process to that. And I think the process of life is more interesting than the result of it.
And I found most of what I enjoyed was behind the scenes. Backstage at the fashion shows where they were getting ready, all the getting ready stuff. Because people were like fun and they were eating and they were laughing and they were getting it ready. And then there was this whole, you know, mad rush to get out. And I really enjoyed the scene backstage.
I mean, I've seen his books, I've seen his work in every single magazine, you know, all over the place. But it's nice to see it up on the wall, oversized, really nice prints. And it looks great.
One of my particular favorites is the blue one over there, if you want to see it. And that was one of my favorite images because it looks like a ghost. It looks like a fashion ghost. I liked the one of the guys. That was a very fun shoot because it was the Tom of Finland shoot. And it was like all these big, beefy, good-looking guys. And it was a lot of fun. And the guys are easier in many ways than the ladies because they're just all kind of hanging out and like they're like fooling around. I love this one. This is one of those mad fashion moments backstage, and I just love catching moments.
fashion in his music, and rappers and whoever's singing is wearing clothes, you know what I mean? So it's like every time someone steps on the stage and sings, they're promoting what they're wearing as well as themselves.
Jay has got, he's got his whole history in this business has been a trendsetter. And the fact is he wouldn't come here if it was whack.
Things that I do, it sets the standards for what's gonna happen in music and fashion and even what you drive.
Rap artist Jay-Z has set fashion trends for his fans with a mix of urban gear and collegiate style.
He's one of the hottest rappers out there, so like he set the trends and set the tone for what goes on in the streets.
Ever since I came into the game, like things I've done, things I've talked about, I've pretty much been a trendsetter, within hip hop. I sold a lot of other people's clothing. You know what I mean? So I feel it's time for me to put my own style, my own fashion out there.
In 1998, Jay-Z put his own fashion to work with a collection called Rocawear.
He says in his records, he might say 4.6 truck, they buy it, drink Cristal, they drink it, so he talked about a certain clothing people went out and bought it, so we decided we should capitalize off of his influence on people and Rockefeller's influence on society today, or at least our core market. So, we wanted to do Rockefeller clothing. We came up with Rockwear, and we got with Comet.
When you think about what he says, what it means, and even with his taste level little clothes, him and Damon look at everything down to the last stitch on the jean, to the last letter on Rocawear. And they have such input, and they really know what they want. They want Rocawear to be Rockefeller's lifestyle. And they give us tremendous, tremendous insight. And as far as Jay as a person, he's an icon, and people follow. I watch him walk the streets, and the love that people have for him is just incredible. And so he really gives us the ability to make Rocawear something special.
You could say it's street style, it's about us, what we are. So sometimes we might feel street, so we dress street. Sometimes we feel collegiate, so we dress collegiate. So it's whatever our mood is, whatever our lifestyle dictates.
Yeah. Get up the gate, y'all, we drop hits, but tell me, how nasty can you get? All the way from the hood to your neck of the woods is ripped.
To launch his first campaign, Jay-Z organized and participated in a photo shoot with the Rockefeller family.
We're doing 2 shoots actually, one to promote the label and the new artists that are coming up. And then after that, we're going to shoot Rockwear clothing. So all the artists that are on Rockefeller, we want to have them wearing the clothes, put them in ads, or just have pictures of them wearing the clothes.
With Rockefeller, they gave me the idea of a lineup, which is what they wanted to do. So I took it a step further and tried to do this sort of an alter ego thing.
We got some real fly gear here for the streets, so be on the lookout for that. A couple different looks. We're all just, interchanging outfits today, having fun, sitting in front of the camera, chilling out, bugging out the way we do. The Rockefeller family, So it's definitely fun, and it's good to see these guys making all the progress that they're making, not only in music, but in all the avenues that they choose, Just staying positive, staying hungry, staying starving, you know what I mean, and getting it done.